Hey, what's up, college football fans? Aaron Murray here with another Snaps edition of the quarterback breakdown. Today, we're going to the University of Georgia. They played two quarterbacks this weekend. Carson Beck did his thing early. Gunnar Stockton came in as well and looked pretty good in the backup role at the end of the game during the blowout. So, I'm going to dive right into the tape. Appreciate all the likes, subscribes, the comments. Let me know who else you want me to break down this week. I'm thinking Shadur, Raiola, Klubnik. I know a lot of Clemson fans want me to hit Klubnik, so I'll go back and touch on Klubnik. Ewers, but just let me know who I'm missing. Gonna be working on a lot of tape all today. I'm filming this here Monday morning, but gonna be in front of the computer all day just watching some film. All right, let's get into the Georgia tape for the week. And this is gonna be a pretty quick one. I say quick, but I always go a little bit long, probably about 20, 25 minutes. Let's have some fun. All right, first play. We're going to get quarters coverage. So just a little education on quarters. So quarters, this safety is responsible for number 2 vertical. This guy ends up being one-on-one on the backside. He ends up being one-on-one on the backside. Turns into a little bit man. Also, these guys, because they're outmanned defensively, these safeties are also going to be heavy run support, just to add some more numbers in the box. So it turns it into, once again, like a one-on-one game on the outside. Bell does a good job on the post corner, ends up getting wide open. You're going to see the heavy play action. Like, look at these guys. Play action. This guy is like, I'm filling. Carson knows the coverage. He knows he has one-on-one, and that's just superior talent on the outside, running past the DB for an easy touchdown. Overall in the game, I thought Carson started off hot. Got a little bit cold for a couple possessions. We'll illustrate that. But overall, like a really solid game for the young man. 5 touchdowns. I say young man. He's like 23 now, driving a Lamborghini, so I can't really. He's a dude. All right. Favorite play for Carson: the deep cross. Okay, formation to the boundary, motion over. I think this is one he missed. So we're gonna get the post route. You can take it possibly, and then we're gonna get the deep cross. And there's a hole where I showed this yesterday with Payne Thorne at Auburn, of like you can complete this deep cross over here, you can complete it right here. Like there's no specific spot of like, oh, this is going to be 25 yards across the field. So like right here, like Carson's looking at it. This post is out, so this safety drops. So you can just ignore the post. So you've moved on. So now we're working deep cross to this dagger route to your check down. And I think he just gets, and I love Carson for this. So like this is why I praise Carson. Like if he doesn't like something, if he feels linebackers are dropping, he gets the ball out now. I just think there's times, especially when your offense line is as good as they are, when you're going against a team like this, Tennessee Tech, like you can give it a split second longer for the bigger play down the field, and then find your check down. So like right here, get to the top. Like you got to see this area. You just got to feel it. Dom runs a good route. He's wide open. Like there's plenty of room to throw that football for the big play down the field. And Carson's arm strength, like you put it on him before the hash, he catches it, gets north, and see what he can do with it. So gets a completion. Like I said, I'll never complain for a guy taking a completion. But it could have been a big play to get him, maybe even a first down in that 1st and 20 situation right there. They love this search concept in this game. I think they ran it 3 times. They ran it with Gunnar 3 or 4 times, where it's 3rd and long. Essentially the inside guys, you gotta look for the sticks. Like where's the sticks? We got to get a first down. Run to the 6, find open space, find green grass for zone, and then just sit down and become friendly for the quarterback. So he's going to run almost like a corner stop. You're going to get a sit in the middle. You're going to get a sit in the middle. Carson ends up working to the field here. You see he gets depth. He's over here, wide open to the tight end. Really good timing. Ball's out. I mean, look at the ball's already out, and he's just now getting to the top and turning around. Boom, completion, protect yourself, get the first down. Really, really nice job by Carson on the search concept. All right, I go this every week with him, but like the RPO game, the run pass game with Carson, just the quickness in which the ball comes out. Just watch. It's baseball, shortstop, second baseman, boom, ball's out, bam. And like, if this ball is behind the receiver, or you're making Dom turn, that's a catch tackle for loss. But like, you give it to him, and then you give an athlete space like this, it gives him a chance to make a play after the catch. So the quickness, the accuracy on point as always on the RPO game. Get rid of that high end zone view for now. All right, they're just going to sprint out to a deeper smash concept. So usually when you have some sort of smash concept, it's about 4 to 5 yard hitch. You're going to have a corner over top of it. When you're going to sprint out to it, they're just going to make it a little bit longer. So he's going to end up kind of sitting here. You're going to have the corner over the top if you like it. Good ball, good timing. You want first reads first. If it's there, this guy's jacking around. He gets hands on him. Look, same thing. This ball is out. This ball is out of his hands, and we're just getting to the top of the route. So go back and watch the Alabama tape. I was breaking down Milroe. Couple of the throws that Milroe had, like the ball, especially on the run on the goal line, he was late on it. It ended up being a catch, but catch tackle. We're like, if you get the ball out on time, it's a catch yak. It could have been a catch touchdown for Alabama in that one. Puts it on, can get it, and then 5 more yards after the reception. All right, we're going to get a little double post to check down. Once again, does him and Quinn, I love watching these two quarterbacks. They do just a good time of eliminating unnecessary routes based on coverage, and then just finding the check down. They're going to get in the cover 2 high safeties, working to the boundary. So he's working up here. He's going to get 1 post, 2 post, and then the check down to the back. So it's going to be cover 2. So he's off the hash. So you could maybe, or do they go cover 4? Let's see. Let's run back. Here they go. It is some sort of 2. It's like a Tampa 2. So he's in the middle of the field. He's a new flat. He's a new safety. So you could hit the tight end if you wanted to, but you got a dropping linebacker. Once again, this guy's dropping. If you want to try and fit it in this window, he's got the arm strength to do it. I wouldn't say no if I would not have hated if he attempted it, but once again, this guy he's running with him. Take the running back, bam, check down, good completion, positive yards, gets inside the 10-yard line. All right, our favorite concept. I feel like we see this one for those who've been following along with this series. We see mesh at least 3 times per game from every team. It's like the greatest concept in college and football right now is the mesh concept. So you're just going to get crossers. Someone's going to end up sitting, and it's great first man. You see, so once again, let's run it back. Why do you motion? We motion to get indicators. He's motioning over. He's running with them. Carson's like, okay, it's man-to-man coverage. This is why we call the play. It's man coverage. I know that I'm going to get natural rubs right now. I mean, look at the guy covering Colby. So watch this guy. Watch how much he has to run through. You got this crosser coming with this defender. You have this sit down with this defender. That's 4 players that he has to weave around and stay with the receiver. It's just too much. Too much traffic. I mean, he ends up running over the top of all this, and you got a wide open mesh route. This is why you run mesh first man, catch. That's too easy. Way too easy. And then you get the pre-snap indicator with the motion, knowing that it's man, and Carson's like, okay, give me 6 points. All right. We're gonna get a bench route to the boundary. So this is my 6-step speed out. I just think you could have taken it a little bit faster. So right now, you have off coverage, so you like it. All right. Like you're back in my mind, like, okay, I just got to make sure that this guy doesn't go high, which means that he's going to roll down. It's like a hard cloud cover too. But as soon as, what they did a lot of, and you'll see this throughout the game, they did this thing called like forward cheat, where like this safety is going to be eyeing number three. If number three goes vertical, he'll take him, which leaves one on the backside. So as you can tell, like boom, he's cheating over. You know, he's going to end up locking on him. He's going to lock on him. He'll get him when he goes vertical. It's one. So as soon as you see this guy work this way, just take the route backside. Like Carson works middle of the field. I think his eyes are just a little too slow here. It's like, bam. Like right now, like his eyes should be on the safety. He turns. I'm just going to take the completion. Ends up getting there, but it's late. It's a catch. It's out of bounds. And it's actually an Omaha route, not an Okie route, which is just a 4 steps instead of 6-step speed out. So just a tad bit faster from Carson there with his eyes. We're going to get a divide concept on this next one. So you're going to get a sit down. You get a deep sit. He'll sit. He's going to come over the top. Love it versus 2 high safeties. Like again, once again, like heavy quarters. These guys are in run support. Now it's just a race. Arian versus this cornerback side. And I think like right now, like one, I would like Arian to kind of hit it higher. Remember, for those who watched the Alabama one, like some of those deep crosses, the receiver cut it off too soon, and then it's hard to, for those who watch that, it's hard for a receiver to do cut off and then do this. It's easier for a receiver to take it high and then let the quarterback adjust you back to the sideline. So I think like Arian, like he's cutting off the quarterback space. Like take it here and let Carson bring you to the sideline. So I think Carson could have thrown this earlier. I think Arian could have taken this higher. So like right now, like Carson, the ball needs to be out. Arian Smith needs to be taking it here, letting Carson bend him. And then Carson just is a hair late on the throw. Like I said, it's hard for the receiver to adjust this way, go in that direction. So something both those guys can work on. But it's good to see number 11 out there making plays the first 2 weeks of the season. Good back shoulder fade, one-on-one. This is what Colby's brought in for. Awesome red zone threat. They're going to motion him out. You got one-on-one. I think a little handsy defensively. Good coverage, tight coverage. I think Carson puts in a good spot. Just didn't work out there. All right, this next one, they're going to roll out. Ends up being zone coverage here on the goal line. Just there's nothing there. Just for me and Carson, message to Carson is like, just be careful. Just throw the ball away. Don't risk throwing a silly interception. Like right here, throw it away. Like don't do that. You've played too much football. Don't. I remember I tried to do some stupid stuff like that back in the day. And I tried to throw a back shoulder fade to a fullback. And funny story, tried to throw a back shoulder fade to a fullback. Ends up getting picked. The replay clearly showed that it was an interception, but Bobo was like, no, for how stupid you are to throw that ball, we're not going to challenge it. Like you deserve an interception. So thank you, Bobo, for the lesson of not throwing a back shoulder fade to a fullback on a sprint out when nothing's open in the red zone. Oop. All right. Let's move on. All right, right here, he's waiting on the wheel route to the running back. Take the tight end now. So let's see what I was talking about here. So I think, you see coverage, you see guys dropping, was that linebackers dropping, safeties dropping. Different from earlier where I was talking about like, okay, he's feeling pressure. So, or he wasn't feeling pressure, so maybe give Dom a little bit more time. But like you're feeling a little heat off the backside. Just take the tight end now and take the completion. So like this is one where like I would have loved ball out. You feel heat, know where your check down is, linebackers are dropping and just, get it, not abort the play, but like get out of it and, get the completion. It ends up showing off his athleticism a little bit Good job with that. Next one, good job just using athleticism, extending the play. Nothing's there. Get out of the pocket. They're dropping 8. Buy some time. Beautifully thrown football right there at the front pylon for the touchdown. We're going to get a deep cross, and he's a little late on this one. And this is like his favorite route. So always a little bit surprised when doesn't complete these balls. So you can take the check down if you want. I just think like this guy is clearing him out. This safety's deep. Then you can layer this football up and over. Like we've seen Carson do that plenty of times. It's late. Like this ball should have been out earlier. Like this is your route, man. Like 1, 2, 3, hitch. Like ball's out now. Like he's not even winding up. Like we talk about Carson's always on time and rhythm. I just think he was a tad bit late getting this ball off. Ends up getting knocked, flutters, and lucky for him, it's not an interception. So just a hair earlier would have been nice. I think he would have been able to complete it for a big play down the field. All right, we're gonna get search concept again from the team. Was it like this was kind of the theme on 3rd and long? You knew you're gonna get time just based on the your offense line versus their defensive line. Um, and we talk about the 4 cheat concept. So 4 cheat, that safety is going to come backside, as you're going to see. He's going to be looking up number 3. If number 3 goes vertical, it becomes one-on-one backside to the X. Carson knows that, and he's just going to sit there and allow his X, his backside, essentially his backside receiver to find the open space. 4 cheat, you get the backside safety, bam, wide open. So let me break that down. So right here, this safety backside, he works this way. So as soon as he eyes up number 3, you're going to take that backside right there all day long. Good job, good read, good completion for Carson. Bam, right on time in rhythm. All right, next he's going to little pure progression throw on the next play. So he's going to be working straight from left to right on the play. Let's watch the protection up front. Good job, good eyes. He sees the safety, moves on, and gets a completion. All right, so we're going to work a deep out to the field, to the boundary, and then you're going to come back to the dagger route and just misses it. Like he does a good job, works from left to right. He moves the linebackers. Man, that's a big hole. Just like this is when we talk about like this is when he starts to miss a couple guys that he usually doesn't. So missed opportunity there on the dig route across the field. And like I said, like that's a throw he makes in his sleep. Another one too. We're gonna get a little sail concept into the boundary. So you'll get a clear post, you'll get a deep out, and it's a little bit tighter into the boundary. Makes it a little bit harder throw. You got to put a little bit of mustard in it. Like the read, just off, just a tad bit off. So that's 2 throws now that have just been a little uncharacteristic from Carson, especially because, like I said, he started off hot. The game started off really hot and then kind of went into a lull for about 3 pass plays in a row. This is going to be the 3rd one. So we're going to get, what I call drag into the field, which is just a slant with a flat. You're going to be reading the flat defender. It's a quick 3, throw the football. It's great versus single high coverage. You got single high coverage. You're just reading this guy. This number 42 ain't making a play on it. So you're just working. I think he's a tad bit slow with his feet. It's like you see the hesitation. Like just watch Carson. It's the ball needs to be 1, 2, 3, rip. He's 1, 2, 3, settle, and then throw. And I feel like he at that point, this guy scares him a little bit and forces him to throw the ball a hair bit behind. Where if he does go 1, 2, 3, Ball's out. Like 1, 2, 3, balls out. Ball should be out off this defender. He's catching it right now. Instead, he allowed this defender to get out there. I think it spooks him a little bit. Ball gets behind the quarterback or behind the receiver. Incompletion. So just a little bit fast. Like that's 3 in a row that these are easy completions for a guy that's going to be, possibly the number 1 pick in the NFL draft next year. Um, they've been running a lot of these bubbles, to the outside. They got numbers. And then finally, you pay it off with the fake, the pump. I mean, how many times have they run this? And like, especially in this coverage, like these guys are like, oh my gosh, we're out of position. They're about to hit us for another screen. Carson pumps it. Everyone comes up and almost underthrew him just a tad bit. That would have been unfortunate. Those are ones like if it wasn't a touchdown, you come back just pissed as hell that you missed out on a touchdown if you got tackled like at the 1 yard line. I love, 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 love this play. Love this play. This is awesome. Just the entire concept of kind of the half rollout, throwback to the tight end. So like the motion to the defense looks like you're rolling out. So what happens usually with a rollout? You get someone in the flat, you get a crosser route. So like defense knows all that. They see the action of the quarterback, they see the play action. So they think Lawson is going to do this. Well, Lawson does not so fast. Bam, fakes like he's going to run the deep cross, like it's a bootleg, and breaks it back to the corner on the sail route. We call it a Seattle, and Carson sets up in the pocket, and you got a wide open touchdown to the tight end. Really like 7. I think 7 is going to continue to get better and better for the Georgia Bulldogs. All right, that is it for Carson. Thought Carson had a good game. Like I said, there's about 3 or 4 throws there where it kind of lulled a little bit for the quarterback, but overall, I think it was like 18 to 25, 5 touchdowns, I believe. So like hard to hate a man for having a game like that. All right, just an easy start to the game for Gunner. Love Bubble getting it's hard to come in like third, fourth quarter, and it's like, all right, your time to go out there. Just a quick little bootleg, bam, get the ball in the flat, nice completion, take it, move on to the next one. I like it. Just nice, easy completions. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hands. Get some rhythm. Same thing on this next one. We're just gonna get an Omaha to the field. Motion. You just want to watch this safety. Make sure once again he goes there. That way you have one-on-one. You can take the 4-step speed out to the boundary. He settles, so he didn't necessarily go this way, but he also didn't fly up. You could have worked to the field if you want to, but just such an easier throw into the boundary. So like if you did think he was here, you're gonna work, bam, him on the Omaha to the field. Nice completion. Nice. I like his balls to the outside were out. They didn't give the DB a chance to come in and make a play on it. All right, we're gonna get a deep cross with a post route versus quarters coverage, which is a dream come true. So you're gonna get post and deep cross. So post is 1. If this safety versus quarters comes up or settles, once again, it's going to end up being 1-on-1 on the outside. If he backs up, you're going to come to your cross route as your number 2. All right, as a tight end, tight ends run the deep cross. He has a dagger. Regardless, let's run it back real quick. So you're going to read that backside safety. Play action. As soon as he sets his feet, he can't keep up with this post. And you got outside leverage by the corner because he thinks he has support by the safety. So you got a post route. This is a big play. Unfortunate for the protection. I'm thinking this might have been a touchdown. Ball's underthrown. DB comes back, makes a play on it. So like, I think that was a little bit hard on the quarterback, backside pressure to be able to get it out. So I'm not going to blame him on that one. Just kind of illustrating, like, if that backside safety jumps up at all, let's just show from the quarterback's view. So you're reading this guy here. He settles, bam. Look at that. Launch it out there. Just launch it. Oh, it's underthrown. All right, Okie route, RPO, good throw, better timing on this next one from Gunner. He's gonna go backside. So again, 4 cheat. He's back here, 1-on-1. He's just gonna take the out route. Like it's you're just playing 1-on-1 games with this backside corner. You're running post routes. You're running stop routes. You're running out routes. Good throw. Could have been a hair bit earlier, but once again, I love the fact that he's keeping it outside, away from a defender. If if that corner does get a little jumpy. Good job here. Learning from Carson. Just get the ball out. Good check down. Eliminate things based on coverage. Everyone's dropping. No one's got the back. Get it to him now. Give him a little bit of space. He's able to fall forward for a nice chunk. All right. I think this is the third time we get this search concept. The great thing about nowadays is you can get these tablets and watch the tape. So like Gunner's been able to see like, okay, verse cover 3 or verse, third and long, 3-by-1 formations. They're doing this 4 cheat. So this safety is going to get number 3 vertical. If he comes across the field, he goes to him, which puts you 1-on-1 backside. I thought he does a good job. Hitch, balls out, good timing, good catch. Just a really, really third and long situation, so tough to get to. All right, last one for Gunner here. Just a rollout, but what you're taught when you do these rollout plays a lot of times is we talk. It's a 1-2-1. So you're going to go 1 in the flat, 2 to the cross, and then 1 back to the flat. So 1, 2, and then once you go, so you don't like it because this guy's on it. But when you get your eyes to 2, this guy falls off. So then that gives you an opportunity to come back to 1. So watch 1, no. Let's get my eyes to 2. 2, he gets his eyes to 2. Look at this guy. He starts to settle now. He's like, okay, I'm about to get a pick. He's about to throw that cross route. Like these defenders know what's going on. 2's not there. Back to 1. Bam. Completion. Love that. 1-2-1. Take the completion. Nice play for Gunner. So overall, I'll give Georgia quarterbacks a B+. Just some easy misses, I thought, for Carson. Still a great game overall for them. No turnovers, 5 touchdowns, high completion percentage, but that's to be expected. Like I said, I set the bar very, very high for Carson because I know how good he is. And I know the fact that he's going to be possibly in New York and a first round caliber type quarterback. So I just got to make a couple of those easier throws. But other than that, man, Georgia looks really good. So appreciate everyone watching. Like, subscribe, and we'll catch you on another quarterback breakdown later this week.